In the last day, it's finally been confirmed that Sergio Ramos is officially joining PSG, and we have even seen him put that shirt on, put the jersey on, and talk as a PSG player. And I'm not gonna lie, as a Real Madrid player, it really hurt. And just seeing those videos of him doing a press conference for PSG, and just seeing him again, but with different colors, it really struck me. So I felt like it was important to make a video to talk to you guys about him, but also, you know, ease all these negative feelings that we may, because I'm sure I'm not the only one, we may have experience on seeing this. So let's go ahead and talk about him. Alright guys, welcome back to Merengue Cule. Like I promised in the Messi video that hopefully is already uploaded at this point, I was going to talk about Sergio Ramos. And I mean, like I already mentioned, it hurt a lot to see him in the PSG colors, and just seeing him, seeing our captain, because he's been our captain for so many years and he's done so many things for us, it really felt like a betrayal in a sense, and it felt like a heartbreak, and just like it's all these negative emotions. And then you look at our defense, and with all the rumors of Varane leaving, you're just kind of left like, well, what the hell is going on? Like, how did we let this happen? How does PSG get such a good player? And here we are. But let's not forget what Ramos did to us in the sense of trying to renew. He's a player that had been trying to get more money from Real Madrid for so long, yet he always said that it was not about the money. He was always saying, no, I just want stability in my life. I just want to know where I'm going to be. I don't want more money. Yet he tried to leave to China because they were going to pay him more money like 2 or 3 seasons ago. Then there were the whole rumors about him going to Manchester United a few years ago, which he just used to earn a new contract renewal and earn more money. And then here he comes again, saying that it wasn't for the money. He just wanted a 2-year contract. If you just wanted a 2-year, Real Madrid offered him a year contract plus an additional year if he had a good performance in the season. There it is. The 2 years, just give a good performance and trust in your abilities, give a good performance, and that's it. But it was really just because he wanted a larger contract. He wanted Real Madrid to pay him more money over those 2 years, and that's what he didn't want to sign for Real Madrid. So let's not get confused about why Ramos is leaving. It's not that Real Madrid didn't want to keep him anymore. We would have loved to have him for another 2 years. He is a player that's still very capable of having 2 good seasons, yet he didn't trust himself. He himself had questions in his ability to perform to the level that Real Madrid wanted him to perform for those next 2 years. Otherwise, he would have said, yeah, of course, I'm confident in my abilities to play well and not get injured. We already saw what happened in the second half of the season. He was injured the whole time. He's already getting older. He's becoming more injury prone. And I'm not saying he's going to be injured all the time now with PSG. He may very well go have 2 good seasons because he is still a really good player and in great physical shape. But he himself didn't trust his abilities, and he just wanted more money. If that wasn't true, he would have said, you know what? All right, let's sign one deal, let's sign 1 year, and we'll go from there. If he really wanted to stay at Real Madrid. So that's where I'm like, I'm not going to forget what you did, your selfish reasons, and what that cost to Real Madrid, right? So let's not forget that. In addition to that, I just want to say that it paves a way for a new era at Real Madrid. It's really hard for new coaches to come in and new players that have leadership potential to come into a team where Sergio Ramos already leads it, because he is the ultimate leader there. Even like if Ancelotti comes in with Sergio Ramos has such hierarchy in this club that it's hard for managers to impose new playing styles or new ideas whenever you have a player of that hierarchy, right? So with him leaving, it opens up for new players to rise up, to step up to the challenge. Players like Casemiro, players like Toni Kroos, Modric, Benzema, to be the new captains of the team and have a new word. And who knows, it may actually be good for the team in the long run. And in addition to that, it frees up a good amount of salary cap that we can use to bring in a player like Mbappe, a player who can change the history for Real Madrid over the next 10 years, maybe, Mbappé could be a player that just changes history at Real Madrid. It's essentially a sacrifice that Florentino had to make. I'm sure it was not an easy decision to let Sergio Ramos go and be so strict about not signing him for 2 years, because he could have easily been like, all right, you know what, we'll sign you for 2 years. But Florentino knew of the sacrifices we have to make in order to keep moving forward. And this isn't me trying to take a jab at Barcelona, but I think, well, finally, maybe with them not signing Messi, they're finally taking that new step into moving on to the next stage of their history, the next era of Barcelona. But the same thing with Real Madrid. We have to make sacrifices. We have to let certain players go in order to build a new future. So, in that sense, it may not be so bad. Now, when you add that on to Varane potentially leaving, which in my opinion, if you ask me, I do think he's going to leave because Real Madrid is not going to offer him the money that he deserves. Varane is a player that's been underpaid for so many years and has not complained. I think he's earned the right to say, hey, I want to go to a new team, new challenges. I've already won everything with Real Madrid. And I think a player of the level of Varane deserves to be paid more than what he was getting paid. So that's why I do think Varane is going to leave. And yes, this is definitely going to leave the defense very much weakened for this next season. With Alaba and Militao, hopefully Militao continues performing to the level he was, and hopefully Alaba steps up like to the player we know he is. And then Nacho continues performing well. Nacho, who just signed a contract extension, by the way. We could have a good defense, but it's not going to be at the level of having Sergio Ramos and Varane in there. However, like I said, once again, we're making sacrifices to bring in Mbappé, to bring in future players, and to continue going on with our history, our successful history. So, you know, at one point you just got to make a sacrifice to continue on. So that's what I want to say. It's not going to be easy, and a lot of us may not fully understand the whys for why the hell did we sell Sergio Ramos, one of our captain, one of our best players, especially to a team like PSG, who we could come up against in the Champions League, and he could beat us. He could beat us. He is a very good player, and PSG is reinforcing themselves like no others. Their team is going to be phenomenal next year and may very well be the #1 contender for the Champions League. But we got to look in the long term. Sergio Ramos is only going to be here 2, maybe 3 more seasons, and then after that he's going to be 37, 38. He's not going to be performing, while we're going to have Mbappé, who's going to be at his prime, absolute prime. So think about the future, guys. We may not have instant gratification, but in the long run, it's going to be good for Real Madrid. We're going to continue being successful, and it'll all be okay. This season may be a little bit tough, but it's all going to be just fine, guys. Alright, I just wanted to get my thoughts out on that. Let me know down in the comments. As always, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and go watch the Messi video. I also want to know your comments regarding that. For now, I will see you guys this weekend for the Euro final. And until then, peace out.